okay in our lane, and then we'll deal with it later on. Maybe we twin gate with the hero. Of course, Tusk is one of the best twin gate rotating supports in the game. So yeah, Heroic, they have just equal combinations, right, to XG. We talk about XG being like a combo team. Here, Tusk Razor, strong.
You did not need a huge amount of scale or damage from the carry this game.
Disruption into unstable concoction for a lot of damage. Not enough for the kill, but certainly stacks up. Xnova perhaps trying way too hard to make that kill happen. Might just be run down here by Whisper. He will. First blood for Whisper. He'll just give his life up to the tower, but that was silly. Perhaps stop this Storm Spirit from snowballing the game too much. Got a link on FY. Ice Shard blocks him in. Beautiful placed by KJ. And a tag team, which will be the death of FY, and there's really not much XSS can do about it because Yuma now has so much stored up damage, 100 from the static link. He can't really fight into all this.
Making rotations into that alk lane is always giga value.
Got FY again with the shards. And they're even fighting deep into the trees, but like the best place for the Timber Saw. He got a massive whirling death. And it doesn't really change the outcome whatsoever. He gets some damage onto Yuma, but still not strong enough to continue the fight. You said FY is kind of coming back into his form, not at his peak, maybe not even close, but you said he's kind of getting back into it. It's been a rough start to this one. Tai Lung finds Xnova in the river with his level 6 and plays for the power rune. But the triangle is under pressure and creeps are being stolen away.
XXS has nowhere to go. I mean, he can't lane bottom. He's trying to get jungle. His jungle's getting stolen.
Slight chains onto Snowball, immediately stopping the shackles from FY. FY making a break for it. The Ancients will not be able to get the last hit. Tai Lung's flame guard gets the kill instead. Maybe. But at the same time, there are some heroes that can't recover without that kind of smoke stacking mechanism, and I do think Timber is kind of one of those. You fall behind in lane as Timber Saw. You really need those stacks, and it helps a lot if you're smoked while doing it. Nothing to say. Dies in mid lane. Sure, the rotation out in bottom.
18-minute power rune. Everybody wants. Even Ame wants this one.
Tai Lung, he's going to be hit by it. Nice snowball save as the response, and Ame's gonna be in trouble. They focus down Ame. A disruption goes out. He's gonna come back though, hit by Yuma and quickly killed. Now the ward gets dropped onto the Razor. See if they can get the Razor kill at least. FY is committed for it, but Yuma, he's just too tanky, man. 2200 HP when he's on strength treads. And without any damage from the Alchemist, who died first in the fight, Tai Lung with his Illusion Rune heads up the top. He's working on Shivas, almost has that. Blink Dagger for the Shadow Shaman. So more and more initiation for Xtreme. That is the one thing they've gotten spades here. Starting fights, but maybe can't finish them. Nothing to say, chased away, can't get the kill on the support. XXS gonna be speared here. Snowball in deep after nothing to say. KJ will not be able to get that kill. Now slow it down with the Demonic Purge. Him and the Timber Saw run headlong into each other, and it's the Timber Saw who looks worse for wear.
Again, XG do not.
XXS pushes out the bottom lane while his team smokes behind him. 3-man smoke. Not gonna find anything initially. The one thing that they do find is not something they want to trifle with. It's Yuma's Razor. They're still going to go after him anyway, see if they can burst him down. They do manage to do so. That was fast.
That was really fast. Did not get BKB off, did not expect that jump. And once you're hexed, give it to FY. For the shackles. Oh, well, you're still got jump. Okay.
Comes through. They just gave the Ags to the Storm Spirit. The Ags Storm Spirit does survive. He was not the one focused down there. They have had a hard-on for Xnova this entire game, and they will stick to that, killing him first. On 3 with the unstable concoction, but a snowball save, a pickup on all 3 of them. They are going to be low, and they're still going to be clumped up, and they are going to be diced up inside the base. Yuma fighting it out with his BKB. At best, he can hope to kill Ame. Not even that. The Ember Spirit's going to go for the kill. Does manage to get it. Decimates the back lines, too. His Xnova. Tai Lung just trashed them, man.
What the? And that kick is finished. Oh man, he ults. He's going in.
I mean, he's holding on to the shard because who else is going to use it? Everybody else also has a reverse sword. That's going to be the first life of the Razor. Managed to get the Hex onto the Ember Spirit. The Ember Spirit would be a massive kill. Tai Lung has been a nuisance for them all game long, but it looks like he managed to get off his remnants. Hits the back line, still going after FY. Just bouncing all over the place with this refresh.
What's happening?
Untouchable.
Wait, he got caught?
Above the Storm Spirit. Got the grab on him through all those remnants and pulled him down into his doom. Heroic didn't chase in after that one, but now they maybe found an opening here. Toss back into the arena. Catching nothing to say with that initial spear. Bailed down by the disruption. He managed to get a zip away. XXS playing at the front lines with the shackle. After now the shackle onto Yuma. Activates the BKB. Satanic goes out with the buyback from Tai Lung. He goes to the back lines. FY's in trouble. Ember Spirit on the second life. Will finally get the kill on that roster. Kick back onto the Shadow Demon. Another pickup. 2 supports down on the side of Xtreme. They don't have an Alchemist, but they've got everybody else to try and fight this one out. In fact, Alchemist now gets the gold for a buyback, so they can have all 5 up if they want. Melee Barracks at half. Storm Spirit out on the map farming, trying to get some gold
save
for
the Alpha here.
Whisper makes his initiation. Goes for the Shadow Shaman. Good disruption, though. That'll buy Rasta some time. He managed to get the blink backwards. Got the Hex on a Tai Lung. Now with the shackles.
Tai Lung in big trouble.
That's going to be a dieback.
Out for 2.
Heroic will have to completely give all this up now, as it's a 4 versus 5.
Channel the ancestral FYs from like 2017.
XXS on the front lines here. Breaks the move from Heroic. And with his Aghanim Scepter. It's going to expire soon. He'll start taking some damage. Activates the BKB. Can he actually get out with a Timber Chain over the side? Disruption in the middle of it. When he comes back out, he's going to be in an awkward position. Another Timber Chain up in a second. He gets up to that high ground. Nothing to say. He gets caught pinned out. They got a stun on him, and it combo with fear. And now with the chains, the Hex came out, and it doesn't matter. FY with the shackles can't stop all of this. Ame arrives far too late to this fight. And with the dieback on, nothing to say. It's looking like Heroic might just close out the game here and now. They're going to chase down these heroes. Ame with his second round of BKB. Doesn't matter. He will die. The Timber Saw will die. And only 2 of them have a buyback. Tai Lung, he's going to scout things out. Get the vision for Whisper to make his jump. There goes the Rasta. But immediately the Rasta dies to the God's Rebuke almost. He gets out of the arena thanks to his passive. Meanwhile, the Storm Spirit is in pretty deep. Yuma's almost dead here. Yuma will actually lose his first life. Coming back up a second life. He's got BKB Refresher. BKBs. And now refreshes. Static Link, another BKB, and the Eye of the Storm continues to go out. Slight onto 2, the Shadow Demon. He's in some trouble trying to get back on the other side of that wall. Tai Lung hopping around back and forth between the 2 lines. Will finish off him, and now gets the Shadow Shaman as well. Ame kicked back outside of the base with Chemical Rage no longer there. A great pull onto Yuma, but they can't quite finish him off quickly. Yuma's doing so much damage, they get the Storm Spirit kill. Ame barely makes it out in time. He limped away from that fight, TP'd out desperately. Could have grabbed it and gotten away here.
Yeah, Yuma was trying to pick it up, but is under everybody, I guess. They're going to go through
the game. Teleport onto the Creed's throne is exposed. Free for the taking, perhaps, as Heroic just go all in for it with the Eye of the Storm's activated. The Crimson Guard is blocking a lot of damage, though. It's blocking a lot of damage. They are not able to finish off this throne at all.
What was that?
Not respecting the power of a 55-minute Crimson Guard.
That was such a sick
was. That is one thing to keep in mind. It may be a 3 versus 5, but they've got the Tusk kickback, and that is dangerous. This close to the fountain.
They just bought 2 Divines. Ame has 2 Divines. He's hitting for 1,000. You gotta go. You gotta fight.
Grab onto 2. Whisper almost dies there. He's got a refresher back up, though. They're going to have their full kit of disables. They're going to go for the Shadow Demon. That's a quick kill. Now a second one. Ame, though, is just beating on the Ancient. They got to stop Ame. They got to stop this Alchemist. The Alchemist just hitting it. It's done. Xtreme have made the comeback.
I mean, what did I tell you at the start of this game, Austin? What did I tell you?
The kind of the courier sneaking out. You don't see like the Eureka moment where it's like, I need this item. But yeah, XG, 16 kills to the 38 of Heroic.
And they won.
And they win the game. 56 minutes, 36 seconds.